Welcome back to Guitar Theory Modules. This is Module 27 and we're on pages 79 and 80. In this module I'm going to show you the 2-5-1 progression. If you play a 2-5-1 progression in the key of C, you're going to be playing the 2 chord, the D minor, the 5 chord, the G, and the 1 chord, the C. Here's a progression in C major with a 2-5-1 at the end. So C is the 1 chord, D minor is the 2 chord, G is the 5 chord, and C is the 1 chord. So 2, 5, 1. To play a 2-5-1 in the key of G, you would play the 2 chord, A minor, the 5 chord, the D chord, and the 1 chord, G. G is 1, A minor is 2, D is 5, and G is 1. A minor, D, G. 2, 5, and 1. On top of page 80, we have this 2-5-1 exercise 1. You are given a key signature in each measure. Your job is to write the name of the major key above the key signature, and then write the name of the 2 chord, the 5 chord, and the 1 chord. There are a couple ways you could figure out the 2, 5, and 1 chord. One of those ways would be to write out each major scale and its triads, and that's what I'm going to do when I go through the answers. If you know your major scales, you can play some major scales to figure out your 2, 5, and 1 chord. For example, number 1, which is already done for us, is in the key of A major. If you know your A major scale, you can just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, of course, is 1. B is 2. 3, 4, 5. E is 5. And as long as you know that your 1 chord and your 5, or your tonic and dominant, are major, and your 2 chord is minor, you're good to go. If you have guitar theory modules, you can write your answers right there in the book and check your work on page 220. If you don't have guitar theory modules, you can write this out on a piece of paper. And if you're going to be writing out your scales and triads, you're going to need some manuscript paper. I've got some free manuscript paper you can download from my website. I'll leave a link for that in the description. So go ahead and pause the video, write your answers, start the video, and check your answers. Number 1's already done for you. If there are 3 sharps in the key signature, you're in the key of A major. We can build out the A major scale and its triads. From there you can see that our 2 chord is B minor, our 5 chord or dominant is E major, and our 1 chord, of course, is A major. Number 2 has no key signature. That puts us in the key of C major. Now we can build out a C major scale and its triads and find that the 2 chord is D minor, the 5 chord or dominant is G major, and the 1 chord, of course, is C major. Number 3, 3 flats in the key signature puts us in the key of E flat major. Build out the E flat major scale and its triads, and now we can see that the 2 chord is F minor, the 5 chord is B flat major, and the 1 chord is E flat major. Number 4, 1 flat in the key signature puts us in the key of F major. We build out an F major scale and its triads. Our 2 chord is G minor, our dominant chord is C major, and our 1 chord is F major. Number 5, 1 sharp in the key signature puts us in the key of G major. Build out a G major scale and its triads. Our 2 chord is A minor, our 5 chord is D major, and our 1 chord or tonic is G major. Number 6, 4 flats in the key signature puts us in the key of A flat major. We build out the A flat major scale and its triads. Our 2 chord is B flat minor, our dominant or 5 chord is E flat major, and our tonic or 1 chord is A flat major. Number 7, 5 sharps in the key signature puts us in the key of B major. Write out the B major scale and its triads. to find that the 2 chord is C sharp minor, the 5 chord is F sharp major, and our tonic, or 1, is B major. Number 8, 2 sharps in the key signature, puts us in the key of D major. Write out the D major scale and its triads. 2 chord is E minor, the 5 chord or dominant is A, and our tonic, or 1, is D major. Number 9, 2 flats in the key signature, puts us in the key of B flat major. Write out the B flat major scale and its triads. The 2 chord is C minor, the 5 or dominant is F major, and the 1 or tonic is B flat major. At the bottom of page 80, we have this 2-5-1 exercise 2. Here you're given the name of the 2 chord of a major key, and your job is to name the major key to which each 2 chord belongs. Big hint right here. The major key is going to be a major second below the root of the 2 chord. If you have guitar theory modules, you can write your answers right there in the book and check your work on page 220. If you don't have guitar theory modules, you can write your answers on a piece of paper. Either way, I'm going to go over the answers right now. So pause the video, write your answers, start the video, check your answers. If your 2 chord is F minor, you can take the root of the F minor and lower it a whole step and find yourself in the key of E flat major. If your 2 chord is D minor, you take the root of that D minor, the D, lower it a whole step, and you are in the key of C major. If your 2 chord is G minor, you take the root of that chord, the G, lower it a whole step, and you are in the key of F major. If your 2 chord is A minor, take the root of that chord, lower it a whole step, you are in the key of G major. If your 2 chord is C sharp minor, take the root of that chord, lower it a whole step, you're in the key of B major. If your 2 chord is B minor, you take the root of that chord, lower it a whole step, you're in the key of A major. If your 2 chord is E flat minor, take that E flat, lower it a whole step, you find yourself in the key of D flat major. If your 2 chord is F sharp minor, lower that F sharp a whole step, find yourself in the key of E major. If your 2 chord is A flat minor, lower the root of that chord a whole step, you are in G flat major. If your 2 chord is B flat minor, lower the root a whole step, and you can find yourself in the key of A flat major. If your 2 chord is C minor, lower the root of that chord a whole step, and you're in the key of B flat major. And if your 2 chord is E minor, lower the root of that chord a whole step, you are in the key of D major. Your assignment for this module is to look for 2-5-1 progressions in your music. And when you find a 2-5-1 progression, play it a few times so you begin to learn what it sounds like. And don't forget to check out my book, Guitar Theory Modules. Of course, you can watch all these videos for free, but if you have a copy of Guitar Theory Modules, you'll have all this information in one place. It's going to be a lot easier to follow along. So I'll leave a link for that in the description. That's all for now. Take your time with this module, and when you're ready, I'll see you in Module 28, where I'm going to show you how to play 2-5-1 progressions all over the fretboard in any key.